Welcome to the fourth day of Christmas, Monday. And I like to just want to spend some time pointing out to you the church year and how it works. Because there are 12 days of Christmas. You remember that song, the 12 days of Christmas? Well, that starts not 12 days before Christmas, but on Christmas and goes for 12 days. So after the 12 days of Christmas, then we have Epiphany. And you can see that on here. Here's Christmas. There's Epiphany. So we're in, like probably right here right now. And then we go to Christmas. We go to Epiphany. And then Sundays after Epiphany. And then the Transfiguration, Ash Wednesday, and Lent. And then Palm Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, the Vigil of Easter, and Easter Day. And then the Sundays of Easter. And then Pentecost, Holy Trinity, the Sundays of after Pentecost, which is what most of the summer is. And then, we have Reformation Day and All Saints Day and Sundays after Pentecost and Christ the King Day and Advent, which is the beginning of the church year. So we're at the beginning of the church year. We're in the fourth day of Christmas, and we're heading to Epiphany. The reason I want to bring this up is because we sort of miss this. We don't pay a lot of attention to it, but it can be helpful. I remember a good friend of mine, we were talking about how there are 12 days of Christmas, and then there's Epiphany. Epiphany is a time when the wise men come, because they come quite a few, even months later. And they go not to a baby, but to a child, according to the Greek. A child is what it's mentioned. And they go to a house and not a stable. So they come later. And that's why all these Christmas scenes with the wise men, including the one we have here, I tried to have the wise men off as far as I possibly could and still have light on them at night. But really, I should have had them off in another yard somewhere, because they don't show up ever to the manger. They show up to a house later. In the early church, the first 300 years of the church, Christmas wasn't celebrated at all. And the two biggest days of the church year were Epiphany and then Easter. Okay, Epiphany and Easter; those are the big celebrations in the first 300 years of the church. Epiphany being when the wise men came, and Easter, of course, when Jesus died and rose from the dead. So it wasn't until about 300 A.D. or later that they started celebrating Christmas. And the way that got going was that the Pope at the time wanted to have a celebration that would rival the night or the kind of the partying that was going on the shortest day of the year. So he put Christmas on the 25th of December. So there'd be something positive, something with lights, something that, lifted people up during the darkest part of the year. So that's the church year, and that's why we're in the fourth day of the 12 days of Christmas. Christmas has gotten kind of messed up because people who sell things want to get Christmas started as soon as possible. So, you see stuff in stores before Halloween now, because it is such a powerful way to make money. But the church, celebrates Advent. Advent's not really Christmas. It is at the end, but Advent's about the how God comes into our lives, both in the birth of Jesus, but also with John the Baptist and with Pentecost and with the Holy Spirit, and all of this is how God comes, how he comes to us. And we celebrate that, and that's important before Christmas. It's not really about Christmas at all, Advent. But of course, it's gotten all messed up because who can fight? Who can go against the power of the dollar? And but you can a little bit during this Christmas, 12 days of Christmas, by celebrating Christmas, by continuing to celebrate Christmas. And now the pressure of the holiday is over, and you can relax and just enjoy the fact that Jesus has come into your life and into the world in the form of a baby. And that's a wonderful thing, isn't it? That's the most important thing of all the stuff that we worry about at Christmas. This is what it's all about. Well, I hope you have a good day, and take care. And remember the church year here, and God bless.